Hello, how are you? After serving 8 years in prison, Gipsy Rose turned down Meghan's request to be interviewed on her podcast. Meghan Markle invited Gipsy Rose Blanchard to go on a Spotify podcast, but Blanchard declined. Blanchard was freed from jail last week after spending 8 years for the death of her violent mother. Blanchard claimed she didn't want to hang out with Marco because she believed he was a manipulator and a hypocrite. Blanchard is a sufferer of Meghan syndrome by proxy, a psychiatric condition in which a carer makes someone unwell or gives the impression that they are ill in order to get attention. Though I'm grateful for the offer, I must turn it down. Following his 8 years in jail, Blard wrote an email to Markle that TMZ was able to get. I want no negative associations, and particularly not with you, Meghan. You're not my role model, all I want is positivity. Even the royal family, who embraced you with open arms, has been the target of your attacks despite your claims to be a feminist. Although you have been exposed as a bully who made your workers weep and drove your brother-in-law and sister-in-law out, Bloodchild writes that you claim to be a victim of racism and bullying. You say you're concerned about mental health, yet you've used your personal difficulties to get sympathy and focus while minimizing the pain of others. In addition, Blanchard attacked Marco for her divisive podcast, which she claimed was an attempt to force her agenda and opinions on the audience. Rebuilding her life and supporting other abuse survivors were more essential priorities, she declared, adding that she didn't want to participate in Marco's propaganda. I have gained a great deal of knowledge from my terrible experience. Blanchard penned, I've gained humility, gratitude, and honesty. Though I can't forget, I've learned to forgive. I'm stronger now, but not resentful. It's taught me to be content but not comfortable. Although I'm not selfish, I've learnt to be myself. These are the ideals I wish to spread around the globe and the ones I live by. Meghan, these are not principles that you uphold. You are the complete antithesis of what I have stood for and all I want to be. Marco hasn't publicly replied to Blanchard's email, but people close to her told TMZ that she thought that Blanchard misinterpreted her intentions and character, and that she was stunned and devastated by the rejection. It was stated that Markle had contacted Blanchard out of kindness and support, hoping to offer her a forum to share her experience and encourage others. Meghan investigates and challenges the stereotypes that attempt to limit women in her podcast, Archetypes. According to one source, Gipsy was a lady who had demonstrated strength and tenacity by overcoming a horrifying trauma and a misleading label, and she was someone she wanted to interview. Her goal was to honor rather than take advantage of her. Meghan is ardent about this podcast and thinks it will have a beneficial effect on society. The source stated that she is secure in her vision and driven to see it through to accomplishment. She also stated that she is not frightened of controversy or criticism.